Nancy, come on in.
Nancy,
Hi.
we weren't expecting you.
Terry, in fact, I was coming over to your house as well, but this saves me the trip. Well, being Christmas Eve and all, I just happen to have presents for both of you.
Oh, well, Aunt Nancy, you shouldn't have.
Oh, no, I wanted to. I just wanted to show you that there's no hard feelings or anything. Well, go on, open them up.
It was wild. I mean, right there in the Greenbrier restaurant, Stacy just came dashing over to me. I mean, I told her that I couldn't tell her anything, that I was sworn to secrecy, but she just kept on trying and trying.
I can't believe she did that in front of other people.
Well, I told her as little as possible, mainly just to get her off my back.
What'd she ask you about?
But you're contacting me.
What'd you tell her?
Look, I mean, you don't have to tell me how important this is. We are talking about a major felony here. And we're also talking about me withholding information from the investigators. We're also talking about my job. Believe me, Stacy doesn't know anything.
Well, don't worry. The people, your superiors at social services, have been contacted. They know the score, at least what we were able to tell them.
Yeah, but, I mean, what about my reputation? I'm a social worker, remember?
What are you doing in here with him? And, why have I been called back on the witness stand? I told everything I knew before.
How did you find me here?
It wasn't difficult, what with that big-mouthed secretary of yours.
Babs told you?
Not to my face, no. I overheard her talking on the phone. Something about hiding out in the judge's chambers.
I would hardly call this hiding out.
Just what is this deep, dark secret? And who are you hiding from?
Amber, you are really being tiresome. Look, this is a courthouse. It's a public building. This is a judge's office. If I wanted to hide out somewhere, I'd sure find a better place than this.
So what are you doing here?
I was swamped getting ready for your father's trial. That's what. I had to get somewhere where I could have some privacy, away from everybody and away from the press.
Please don't tell me you think you're going to get him off the hook. I mean, you, of all people, should know how it's going, how badly it's going.
I certainly want to thank you for all your help.
Oh, don't try that guilt trip about my father on me. It won't work. And neither of you have told me what you're doing here together. I mean, not that it matters, but it does all tie together, doesn't it? I mean, I've been called back to the witness stand, and you're here?
Amber, I don't know why you should be so worried about it. I mean, you did real well when you were up on the stand before.
Blair, I mean, is it some kind of a character witness thing or something?
Well,
I'll level with you, Amber. It's just some new evidence that's turned up, that's all, and I just need a final statement from you about it.
Evidence? What kind of
I've
evidence?
got to be going.
Yeah, I'll get to talk to you later.
What kind of evidence? I think I have a right to know.
Look, you know I can't say anything about that.
Oh, you can say whatever it is that you want to say. Look, does it have something to do with me?
Amber.
It does, doesn't it? What?
Look, you are just going to have to wait and find out with everybody else in the courtroom when I bring it out.
Well, I don't have to put up with this, not from some two-bit lawyer like you. I have friends in higher places. I don't need you. If I want information, I can get it, believe me.
You're talking about Lee Carruthers. He won't be able to help you very much here.
We'll see.
I wish you didn't have to go.
Oh, Peter, come on, I have to. Look, only if it's to rekindle memories of what it used to be like with Mom and Dad.
You make it sound worse than it is. It sounds like they're divorced.
Well, they are in a way. Oh, you should have seen my mother. She was beautiful. She was so much fun. But now with the Alzheimer's disease, well, like I told you, she doesn't even know who I am anymore. You know how that makes me feel? Angry, guilty, frustrated. Well, this is a cheery holiday conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of comforting in a way.
It is?
Yeah. During the holidays, my mom has a lot of people over, but I still feel real lonely. Every time I think of Dad and Grandma on New Year's Eve.
Well, we are one happy couple today, aren't we?
Right. Hey, if you have to fly to Chicago for Christmas, the least you could do is fly back here for New Year's Eve.
Oh, I don't know. Well, classes don't start and plane reservations are already made.
Cancel. Cancel.
Christmas week? You are kidding.
Oh, I guess they would be booked.
Yeah. Of course. I could always ask Vaughn to drive me back early.
Think you could handle that?
No. But if it meant coming back early to be with you.
Hey, I have a little something for you. This is for being so nice to me.
Let's just forget all our troubles. Hey, they're both a little bit alike. I hope you don't mind.
Okay. Nancy. Nancy. Oh, this is really beautiful.
It's 14 karat, and it's religious, too. I thought you'd like that part.
Nancy, you shouldn't have.
Oh, well, I wanted to. You know, I just want to show you that I'm not some kind of monster or something. And besides, this is the beginning of my whole new life.
Thank you, Nancy. In fact, I'm wondering if you'd like to come over to the house tomorrow for Christmas dinner. I'm having a lot of people over, and I know they'd love to see you.
Oh, well, I can't. Sorry, thanks.
Are you sure?
Yes, I've promised the whole day to Dan. Well, I better run. I got a lot of shopping to do. See you later.
Nancy, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Nancy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, I keep telling Ben I really think she's coming around, but then she does this.
Laura, you know it would have felt worse if we'd refused these.
She just knows our weakness, Mom. She knows we couldn't refuse if she acts generous, and I'll tell you something. I really think that was an act. I don't know. You know, maybe Ben is right. She'll never change.
Honey, look, I know how you feel,
I'll tell you one
but...
thing. I'm not going to wear this. Because if I did and Ben saw it, it would ruin his whole Christmas. Come on, let's go have some coffee.
All right, Sebastian, when did we find out about it? Well, can it be handled? All right, you take care of it, and I'll talk to you when I get back to the office. Right, so long. Well, if Sebastian gets to take his vacation and you and I will be working so closely together anyway, I thought this breakfast would be just the right way to get acquainted.
It was delicious. And I want you to know that I really want to be a good assistant, Mr. Carruthers.
But when Vicky left so suddenly, Sebastian looked around for the most loyal campaign worker that we had, and personally, he couldn't have made a better choice, or a prettier one.
Well, Sebastian said you would be here, but he didn't tell me the half of it.
But you two know each other.
Yes, I believe the campaign.
Christine Rogers.
My new office manager.
Wonderful. Well, Christine, I need a favor from you. I need to speak to Lee alone.
Oh, certainly. I have some letters to finish anyway.
All right, I'll see you back at the office. Well, I certainly hope that this is important enough to interrupt a vital business conference.
Vital business or just the spoils of victory?
All right, Amber. Get And to the point.
Okay. I was just with Harold Webster. He had some sort of a secret meeting with my friend Blair Simpson in the judge's chambers.
Webster? Well, B. Maybe he's not the old fogey we always thought he was. Webster.
Apparently it has something to do with some kind of new evidence that he found for the trial. Do you know anything about this, or if it has anything to do with me?
Lockwood did say that Webster thought he had a big breakthrough, but...
What is it?
Well, Lockwood seems to think that Webster and Phillips are just grasping for the last knot on the rope. Frankly, I gotta believe that Webster thinks that that rope is quickly becoming a noose around his client's neck.
But if that's true, why do I get the feeling that they're going to try and pin something on me?
Anything special?
And just what do you expect me to do about the so-called new evidence?
Pull some strings.
Strings? What were you doing in your American government class, filing your nails? I'm a congressman, for crying out loud. And the legislative branch of government has absolutely nothing to do with the judicial. No pull, no strings, no nothing.
I think you're forgetting something.
I don't have to sit here and listen to this.
I think maybe you better.
Just what are you talking about?
Oh, you want me to go down the list? Okay. What about Andrea Summers and her little surprise visit to your wedding reception? What about what really went on between you and my mother that night?
Just what are you trying to say?
I have protected you from the jury so that they have no excuse but to convict and sentence my father.
So, it's almost over, and he's practically convicted. Everybody agrees on that.
What if it isn't over? What if Webster really does have something new?
What could he possibly come up with at this late date?
I don't know. I would never have interrupted a vital business meeting if I did.
Okay, you can just drop it about Christine. I've learned my lesson with Andrea.
Didn't look that way to me.
Look, I don't know anything. The defense is just trying to stave off the inevitable. Besides, you don't have anything to worry about. You're not guilty, are you?
Of course not.
All right, I'm sorry. I only meant
I don't care what you meant.
Hey, calm down. Just a minute. You're the one that said they were trying to pin something on you, not me.
I'm leaving. Oh, you might as well know something. When it really comes down to it, when I'm on that witness stand, I may not be quite so forgetful about some of the things we've mentioned, if you know what I mean.
All right, just a minute. Amber! Amber!
So we're just gonna have to wait another 2 or 3 weeks to leave Kingsley, okay?
Now, wait a minute, Stacy. I'm the one that said it was going to take me about a month to get my business straight. And you were the one that wanted to leave so quickly.
Well, I know that, but now we have a reason to stay. Mr. Webster is calling me back on the stand.
I thought that was almost over with.
Well, Mr. Webster has also sworn me to secrecy, but I can tell you this much. Amber is finally going to get exactly what she deserves.
Well, what's she got to do with all this back-to-court business?
She has done so much over the years. So very much. And now all the chickens are coming home to roost.
Chickens? I don't think I understand this.
Well, that's something my grandmother used to say.
But what's it got to do with Amber?
Well, I can't explain it all now, but soon everyone's going to see Amber exactly as she is.
I can't believe that Amber would have anything to do with your mother's... Well, I mean, they got along so well.
Why are you defending her?
Oh, I'm not. Believe me, I'm not. It's just that I want to understand this. Why do you hate Amber so much?
Oh, I don't hate Amber anymore. In fact, she's coming by in just a few minutes.
You're kidding. You're not kidding. Look, I don't want to stick around for the fireworks, okay?
Oh, Gil, please don't go. I want you to be here. I want you to see that even though Amber may not be with us much longer, that she's still my sister. and that I'm going to try to stand by her.
You know, Stacy, sometimes you really frighten me. I mean, you're changing so quickly. First, you didn't want to have anything to do with me, and now you want me to marry you and take you out of Kingsley. You hate Amber, but you bought her a Christmas present. You say that you're going to stand by her. I think you're going to need a lot more love and understanding than I'm capable of. But I'll be the one that can provide that love and understanding.
You won't leave me.
No.
Oh, Gil, it's Amber. How do I look?
Great.
I'm so excited.
What do you mean with Julia?
Just wait a minute.
No, I thought this was going to be our first Christmas together.
Do you think I feel good about this? I mean, I'm gonna hate every minute spent away from you tomorrow, but it's just one of these in-law things, Nancy.
In-law things? You know, I turned down being with my in-laws so I could be with you.
Look, Nancy, please, would you just listen to me? Julia's parents are coming in from out of town for this big get-together. I mean, I've spent every Christmas with them for the last 10 years, ever since Julie and I were married.
Yeah, but you're not married anymore, so why can't you just cancel it and be with me?
Now, wait a minute, could you just be patient with me again like you've been before? Huh? Hey, listen, I've always come through for you, haven't I? Now, listen, her parents don't even know about the divorce yet. I have to break it to them.
Yeah, but you don't have to do...
But listen, they do know how unpredictable Julie is, so I think it'll be a good thing if I can just convince them that it's best for everybody if we just go our separate ways. Now, you understand that, don't you?
Yes, but does Christmas have to be the time you have to break this divorce to them? I mean, can't it wait? Why can't we be together?
Well, you're right about that. It's not the best time to do it, but things are already set in motion, Nancy. I mean, they're driving in from Oklahoma. I can't even reach my telephone if I tried now. I'm sorry, there's just no getting around it now. I'm just gonna have to spend the day with them tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Then I'm gonna be all alone.
But Nancy, believe me, this is the best thing for both of us. I'm telling you.
For both of us?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because if I don't do this right, Julia could make things very sticky for us. And we don't want that, do we? No, the thing is, I have to end this right with Julia's parents, really. Come on, you understand that, don't you? Nancy, would you just trust me? I know what I'm doing here, huh? Anyway, look, we're gonna have a lot of Christmases together after this one. I mean, next Christmas we can go to Acapulco, and then maybe next Christmas after that we go to Switzerland, and then maybe one time we ought to try to spend Christmas at the North Pole with Mr. Santa Claus. Huh? Would you like that, huh? Come on.
What about New Year's Eve? Am I gonna have to spend that alone, too?
No. I'm telling you, Christmas is the end of it as far as my involvement with Julie and her family is concerned. That's it. It's all going to be past tense from then on. In fact, from then on, it's just going to be me and you and Easy Street. Huh?
Well, if I would have known, I would have arranged to have a Christmas dinner with my family.
What, have they been around there bothering you again at the
Well,
King's
no,
Arms?
I went to see Laurie and Terry.
Why, Nancy? What would you do that for?
Well, I have to bring them by their Christmas presents, don't I?
Christmas? You got gifts for them after the way they treat you?
Well, I don't want them to think that I'm so bad. And besides, you should have seen the look in their eyes when they opened the boxes and saw how expensive the presents were.
Expensive?
Well, you know, I don't want to be selfish with everything I've got and everything that I'm going to have.
Yeah, but Nancy,
Oh,
you
and
don't
by
have
the way, I want you to see the wonderful presents that I have bought for you.
Nancy, where in the world
And
did you...
seeing as you are now so chummy with your ex-in-laws, I'm going to be just as friendly with my family.
I want to know if you know anything about this new evidence that Webster has for the trial.
Evidence?
Yes. I'm sure you must know about it. I'm positive that Blair and Webster were talking about you and me.
Well, you probably know more about it than I do. Anyway, I'm really glad you're here. I've got something I want to give you.
Look, Stacy, I really just want to know about this evidence.
Look, it is Christmas Eve. Let bygones be bygones. Let's not talk about the trial anymore, at least not here. We can't change anything anyway, can we? Especially not each other. Here. Please open this. Something special. From me to you.
Stacy, here. You sure you want to do this?
We're adult enough to be friends.
I don't understand
Do you
why.
like them? They're just like the ones Mother gave us 5 Christmases ago, remember? In fact, they're just like the ones they found in your apartment the night Mother was murdered.
Stacy, you all right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you know I didn't mean anything by that. Why don't you go ahead and try them on?
Look, you still haven't told me about this evidence. I need to know.
Oh, not back to that again.
Yes, that again. I need to know this before... You know something, don't you? Look, Stacy, don't mess with me. Tell me what you know. This has all been a setup, hasn't it? Should have known.
Oh, Amber? Merry Christmas.
Sure. Oh, and by the way, Stacy, thanks for the gloves.
Peter, thank you so much.
Sure.
This is very nice. Very useful.
Oh, you don't understand. It's a calendar.
You're right. I don't understand.
Well, I mean, I'm not giving you this cover in the pages. I'm giving you the year. It's a year to figure out who Courtney Carpenter is, and, well, to figure out who I am and what we can be to each other. That's my Christmas gift to you. Will you take it?
You know, this is the most thoughtful gift that I've ever been given. And you know what? It's a leap year. I get an extra day with you.